Hey everyone, it is June 10th. It's been about a month since I last updated. Been learning how to do all this stuff. So I've got a couple more seams in the living room, or joints to tape. That top corner, inside corner, the flat joint there, and then two butt joints. And then one inside corner on that little stub wall. But while I take care of that, let's go back in time and see how we got here. Hey folks, it's Friday the 16th of May. I'm getting ready to put insulation in above our bathroom to get ready for the drywall. I've got some help today. My brother-in-law agreed to come help us with this drywall project. So yeah, we're gonna get the ceiling done and see how that goes. I guess we have a tornado watch or something. Till 8 o'clock. Out of nowhere. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. It's Friday evening, May 23rd. I'm just wrapping up the rest of this room, the living room. I've got the insulation in here on the exterior walls. I had to build a little header for the door, but that's done now. And I ran our porch light wire up. So I'm going to put insulation in that bay and staple it up. I had to do a temporary casing around this window here so we could get the drywall in. I want to insulate this portion here on the side of the window, and I don't know if you can see this, but these boards are all going to come out, and this is going to fit our new window, the larger ones that we've got. So until we have the budget and time to do the exterior, I just basically 16 gauge finish nailed these pieces in to encase that window, just in case we have to move into the house before it's fully finished. Yeah, so I have to do this to the other window in the bedroom, basically the same thing. I used finish nails because those are sacrificial boards. They're going to come out when we pull the window, along with those older barnwood planks. So yeah, back to it. Good morning. Well, it's a little after 5 in the morning. I've been here all night. I left for about half an hour to take a shower and get the fiberglass off me, but The rooms are insulated. I have this little bitty bay right here to do, and the front half of the house will be done. Yeah, I don't think Olivia is very happy with me right now because I was out all night, but it's not like I was out carousing. Anyway, back to it, and the drywall should be here in a couple hours. Well, the big shipment should be here in a couple hours, and my help will be arriving shortly. So I got to get this place cleaned up and ready to go. It's Sunday, May 25th. Yesterday and the day before, or the night before, pretty interesting. I pulled an all-nighter and then worked another 12 hours on top of that with the help of some friends, and we got this done. They helped with the ceiling and the first two walls. I've never done drywall before, so I learned quite a bit, and then I continued with this wall, and I'm going to keep doing as much as I can on my own until I need help with the ceilings in the next trip. And then hanging drywall was one of those things that was pretty intimidating for me. I've never done anything like it. I have a lot of skills, but never really anything to do with sheet goods other than subfloor. I boiled it down in this house. Drywall is creating trapezoids that fit together tightly on two different planes. So helps my mind kind of work through what needs to be done. But the trapezoid part is kind of tricky. Nothing is plumb and nothing is square, so it's been fun learning. Push it over to the wall first. Okay. Holy hell.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's good.
Wow.
Get your... You got an onion?
Ah. Hey all, it's Friday, May 30th. about 9:30 in the evening, settling in for another all-nighter. What I've done here is I've mimicked the floor decking and squared the room off with these strips along the ceiling perimeter, and that allowed me to put the top half of the wall in these drywall sheets. Pretty happy with how these turned out. Much better and much smoother than the first room that we did, the portion that I did. But I did have one instance of tape measure dyslexia up there. I'm about an inch off. So what I'm doing is basically taking measurements from the ceiling down to the seam, every stud, and marking it with a dot, and then connecting the dots with a straight edge, and then cutting that line. Well, as you can see, I've kind of messed up there, but I think I can fill that with some quick setting mud, and it'll corner over just fine. But yeah, got the window and door cut out. Happy with the junction box cut out there. Turned out pretty well. And yeah, so I'll keep you all updated as the night progresses. I have some other stuff I want to do. I'm gonna set the home run in the attic for the bedroom ceiling lights, and wire in an outlet up in the attic so that I can attach my attic fan, because it's supposed to get hot next week, and so I'm hoping that that will suck in the air from uphill, which is a kind of a forested lot, and it stays pretty cool. So hopefully it'll draw it in through that gable vent and we'll blow it out that side. So I'm gonna put in some screws and keep on trucking. Okay, so it's about 2:30 a.m. I poured myself some mud and I'm covering screw holes, or screws, I guess. Watched a bunch of videos on it, so I'm gonna try my hand. All right, coming through the front door, we've got a living room. The last 2 weekends, I've worked through the night on Friday, and I think I'm going to continue that pace. Works out pretty good. You get in a good rhythm, and you can keep going. Going into our bedroom / cut room, we've got drywall. It has completely changed the acoustics of the house, in the front half anyway. But yeah, there it is. So now we're just gonna finish putting screws in on these panels. These were the last to go up yesterday and I ran out of gas. So gonna tape the seams there, then we'll be able to move that drywall over onto this wall and work our way around taping and covering screws. So yeah. right, folks. Well, whoops. Here it is. I have a failed seam. I think what happened was that I was using mud that we were doing the screw cover-ups, and in the time that it took us to do the screws, it got hard or it got dry. So I had to pull the tape off. I'm gonna let it dry until tomorrow and come back and sand it. I'm using paper tape and all-purpose mud because, as I understand, that's the old-fashioned way to do it, and I feel like I should learn the old-fashioned way of doing things before I move on to more fancy and newfangled ways. So I got those two done. Those are a little easier because one, I had fresh mud, and I actually worked it a little bit in the tray, so it was a little creamier when it went on. And yeah, I'm actually somewhat happy and satisfied with how those turned out. But right here's our big, 10-foot folly. So we'll sand it out, and I'll do it tomorrow. I'm gonna keep doing this with paper tape and all-purpose mud. I may go to like one of the mesh tapes for the butt joints, because they say it's a little easier to apply, but I don't know. You have to use hot mud for those, and I am by no means skillful enough to probably put those in the time before it sets up. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. This room is starting to look like a room. The ceiling looks pretty good. There's not a whole lot of screws holding those those boards up because of that plank ceiling. But I'm gonna go through and add screws. There's a lot of misses because the seams for the planks are all over the place, and every once in a while I'll run a screw through air. Anyway, yeah, pretty stoked about how things have turned out in here. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do 3 Saturdays of all-nighters a month, and then take 1 Saturday off where we just work the usual 12 hours or whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. It's been a learning experience, and we've got many more to go. I could have probably left it with the blisters and just dealt with it later, but that's kind of like kicking the can and turning it into rework. And since I'm the one that's gonna have to catch the can and do the rework, I figured, you know what, I might as well try and make it right the first time, or in this case, the second time. All right, folks, it is Friday the 13th, and this just happened. Let there be light. Oh, look, night lights. Hey everyone, it's Sunday, about 3:30, June 15th. So between Friday afternoon when I got off work and now, I've gotten maybe 8 hours of sleep and a 2-hour nap. I've been really working hard on this drywall. We got the can lights in yesterday in the living room, but I want to get this room in the same state that the living room is, so we can move into the back half of the house. But yeah, my adventures in drywalling, it's actually pretty fun, surprisingly enough. I'm not really good at it, but I'm getting better with every application, I think. At least the movements are getting smoother. But here you go, the bedroom. I'm gonna do the ceiling joints through the week, this coming week. And yeah, I ordered some can lights and hopefully we'll have those in and we can move on.